All right, what we're going to do today is explore a little bit of the world of brainstorming and concept mapping using the whiteboard function provided in Zoom. And while I'll be introducing you to that technology that Zoom provides, my main purpose is letting you explore the uses of brainstorming and concept mapping to get your brain in a creative mode before designing a presentation. Now, whenever you are starting out with a presentation, you might be lucky enough to know what you want to talk about already, or you might be completely lost. But either way, I want you to use the skill set of brainstorming and concept mapping to help warm up your brain, just like warming up a muscle before an athletic event. I want you to use this to help you organize your ideas. And if you do brainstorming and concept mapping effectively, it will help you get a jump start on the development of your speech outlines, which, if you are in one of my classes, you will inevitably do. So, to begin, what I'm going to do is just insert a text box here, and I'm going to start brainstorming. And when it comes to brainstorming, you simply write down every single idea that comes into your head, even if you already know that you're not going to use it. So I'm just going to put lots of random ideas in here that I like, movies, speeches. I'm just going to create a random list. I'm looking around me right now and seeing what's in my space. I am just looking around and typing. I've got a glue stick over there, schedule, calendars. Doesn't matter if you spell something incorrectly. Whatever it is, I am just putting a list of ideas out here. So I just looked at these and I don't worry about capitalization or organization or making everything beautiful. I just want to have a random list of ideas. Now, if you're brainstorming and you're looking around yourself for creativity, you might sit there and see a pet. You might see a picture. You might get a notification on your phone of somebody that you really don't like and that just stirs up some angst, whatever it might be. Look around yourself for inspiration and just list it all out until you have 20 or 30 ideas. Then, what I want you to do is kind of go back through here and look at some of these ideas and see if you have any that you like, and you can change the color of the list. You can change the color of just a couple of items, whatever it might be. I thought that green was just a little bit too light. It didn't have enough contrast. So I'm going to put a little note here about color theory. Color theory is the study of actual colors and the responses that the eyeball and the psyche has to it. So just random ideas that come through here. It doesn't matter what it is. I want to go through here and decide if there's one or two that I like best. My favorite sport is football, so I might take that one and put it in all caps because I like it. I do get really aggravated at how much textbooks cost people, so I might emphasize that one. My favorite animals are definitely cats, even though I have fish and dogs and all kinds of things. So go through here and find a couple of topics that look interesting to you. Now, after you have created your lovely brainstorming list, what you want to do is then kind of analyze the purpose of your presentation. So, what are you here to do? I'm going to format that a little bit different color so it stands out a little bit more. So, what is it that you're wanting to accomplish? Are you informing? Are you persuading? Are you entertaining? So, I'm just going to go ahead and put to inform in here because that's going to be generally one of the first or second presentations that you'll provide. So I am here to inform my audience about something. So I'm going to put that blank in there. So you look over here at your original list and you look at your favorite ones and you kind of say, are these topics informative or not? Now, that textbook cost one would probably end up being a very persuasive topic because I would seek to influence your mind on how much they cost, how much they should cost, different methods to save up for them. So, if I'm looking to influence you, that's a persuasive speech. So, it would not match my exact idea up here of having a beautiful, informative presentation. So, What I want to focus on is just making sure that whatever purpose you have, you put your purpose down after your brainstorm. The reason we do it in that order is if you put your purpose down first of to inform, and then you are focusing on, oh, what can I can inform people about? What can I inform people out? You're actually going to give yourself writer's block. So if you sit here and write down everything that comes into your mind, whether it's informative or persuasive, whether it's a small topic or a giant idea, you can get more ideas down, and then you have a better list to pick from once you've narrowed down your purpose. So after I have analyzed my purpose and I want to inform my audience about something, I then want to pick a topic from that list. And again, I'm going to change the colors on this to make it stand out just a little bit better. And for information's sake, what I'm probably going to do is talk about cats, simply because that's my favorite. For me, it's the first thing I wrote down because I have cats around my ankles right now meowing at me while I'm trying to record this. So it's really heavily on my mind. And once I've picked that topic, I can do another brainstormed list where I start thinking about how to care for them, cost, upkeep, types, breeds, sizes, domestic, wild, so on and so forth. So I do another round of brainstorming. So what are some things about cats that we can think about? So there's the noise factor, the allergies, cost, feeding. Again, even if it sounds repetitive, because care and feeding, all those ideas could be the same. Whatever it is, I continue to have my lovely little list of ideas here. So they're entertaining, they provide good company, they've got a lot of personality. They definitely are judging little personalities. Um, Common health issues, whatever it is, I brainstorm another list. So I have my brainstorm one, I have my purpose, I've picked a topic, and now I've brainstormed again. So once you have that brainstorming over here, what you do is you take this list, this brainstorming 2.0, and you start creating a concept map. And I'll go ahead and tell you honestly that these are easy to do when you have a touchscreen computer. So what you do, and I'm going to try to get this off of here just so it's easier to see, is you get your topic, whatever topic it was that should be at the heading of this list over here, you put it in a circle in the center of a piece of paper. Now I'm limited to how much screen I have here, so you might end up using a lot more information or a lot more space. So once I have that, I'm going to start drawing these little lines, kind of making this turn into a bubble map where I'm going to start building on my major themes. What are the biggest ideas that I have in this speech? Where this is important would be, on average, a presentation will have something like 3 to 5 main points. It might have fewer, it might have more. I generally encourage that you just have 3, but we'll do 4 just because we're thinking about it right now. So I kind of give my bubbles here, and these bubbles are here to represent the larger ideas, the bigger thoughts that I might have in my particular speech. So I go back over here to my Brainstorm 2.0 and I start looking for the bigger ideas. And I'm going to narrow it down. So I think that I'm going to go and put types here. And then I'm going to put text box over here. And then I'm going to put something like care here. And then I'm going to put, let me think, another big one there. Broad, I think breeds would probably be a good one, but that'll go under type. So you're just sitting here reasoning it out here. And I might put something here as entertainment. Kind of, why do we have cats? Because if you aren't entertained, why do you have the thing? So I have this fourth little bubble over here, and I may or may not use it. But right now, I'm just wanting to think about what I've got. So I've got 3 main points, and this is going to kind of be my option. So after you have your larger categories, you start having little items come off of those where your details come from. Now, if you've done any speech outlining for me in the past or are about to, This should start looking pretty familiar. You're going to notice that I'm always going to ask you to have a topic. You're going to have your 3 main points, and then underneath those main points should be your supporting details and subpoints and research. So now I'm going to go back to this list and see if there's anything in here that I can borrow to fill in these boxes. So I'm going to get a text box and put it here under types, and I am going to put in breeds. And then I'm going to put another one down here. And again, you're going to edit these over time. These are never going to start out perfect. I might talk about domestic breeds. And then I might talk about wild cats. Okay, so now I've got my little ideas there. Coming back over here underneath care, I might think of putting cost there. And again, going back to my list, what else could I have here? Feeding. And let me think about one more. Probably going to put that common health issues one. Okay. And again, that one doesn't look as pretty because it's not in the right place. I'm going to move that text box down here and see if this will allow me to move that one. The answer is no. All right, so go down under entertainment. I might want to put in personality. We all know cats are really judgmental. They definitely have lots of personality going there. And then putting one more down here, company. I'm going to stretch that one out a little bit so get onto one line. And there you go. So that is kind of what a concept map is going to look like. A concept map is something that allows you to get your ideas out and organize them. And a typical concept map isn't going to start out, I mean, of course, this one doesn't look beautiful, but it doesn't look that bad either. A typical concept map could have something like all 20 or 30 of these ideas in there, or you might get really lucky and have had a really productive brainstorming session, and boom, you've got your topic, your main points, and your subpoints already built for you. But the point of this concept map is to help you organize your thoughts visually. You warm up your brain here, you identify your purpose, you re-brainstorm, now focusing on your topic, and then you take that brainstorm and you organize it in a fashion that looks effective and useful. And if you've done this well, and if you take your time and give yourself some creative freedom, this will turn into your speech outline, and you'll be able to type that information to your outline, add research and details where necessary, and really cut your workload down in half. So hopefully this has helped give you an overview of brainstorming and concept mapping for presentations. This is adaptable to any form of presentation you might give, whether it is entertainment, persuasive, informative, expository, or so on. Hopefully that helps you, and if there's anything I can do, please let me know.